Hello, everyone, and welcome to Reality with Bella. It's me, your host, once again, forever, Bella. I don't know about forever.
We hope.
So, today I'm here with a very special guest, a very beautiful woman from out of this country, but hopefully coming back soon. So, I'll let her introduce herself and what she does, so that we can move on. So,
Hello, everyone. I'm Sarah. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
it's a
So-
pleasure.
Amazing. So I'm Sarah. Like I said, I'm a social work student that work in mental health, mostly with the youth. So today we'll be going around those topics.
Yeah, so Sarah here is actually a youth psychologist. So we're gonna be talking about mental health a lot. So if you have mental issues, stay tuned. No, I didn't mean that.
On
I-
my way.
So for like starters, what got you like interested to work with youth, especially in like this generation?
Okay. Well, I think that adolescence is like a special period. I think you could tell. You could tell.
I
there's-
can tell.
there's a lot of self discovery. I feel like we need to protect their youth. We need to do a lot of prevention with them to prevent some of their crimes and mental health disorders that can come up later in life. So that's what got me in it. This interest.
That's really nice. That's very touching. I feel like crying.
Already.
Tissue.
Already.
Yes. So talking about mental health, like according to your point of view, like what are some of the mental health problems you see in youth today, and how do we relate it to the topic of today, which happens to be how social media is shaping teen mental health? Because social media is part of our life day by day. Every time you wake up to check a notification, at the end of the day you spend a half hour scrolling on TikTok. So it's really part of our life today. So tell us, how
Oh my
do
god.
these different problems
We need a
Relate.
week to talk about this.
mental health?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, oh my god, where should I start? There's a lot of issues. Like our kids, our teens, or the people around us are struggling. We're struggling. Where should I start? There's a lot of things that can be associated with the use of social media. It could be, anxiety, depression, but the most important one and the most important in the adolescence is really the self-esteem. I think social media plays a big part in their self-esteem, the way they build their confidence, their self-image, and it can really be like a dangerous. Like that's the thing I see the most.
Definitely. So talking about low self-esteem, how do you like think that TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram, basically all these platforms lead to like self-esteem? Because me personally, like I'd say when people are like scrolling, because there's this algorithm. So when people are scrolling on like Instagram, like I want to be that person, like I wish I was them right there. So you get like low self-esteem. But you personally, as a more experienced and expert in this sort of era, what is how does low self-esteem relate to these platforms?
Well, that's a good thing you mentioned. Like the algorithm is really, really, really smart. It keeps giving you like the images you look for. It keeps giving it to you, so you're just consumed by those images all the time, and it consumes your daily thoughts. And you wake up, you see it. You go to bed, you see it again. So it goes in your subconscious like directly, without you even realizing, and
Yeah.
you want to identify to it, but then you look at yourself and you're not like what you're like the images you see. So I think it's the way you're exposed to things you want to be, people you want to look like, and then you go to like the reality and you see it's two different things. That's where it gets difficult.
That's the reality of that comes in. That's not. As I always say, I'm not talking to like the Instagram you or the Facebook you. I'm talking to the real you. So, girl or boy, wake up to the real world. Instagram is cup.
But hold on, tell me, what's your experience? Like, what do you see in your peers? Do you feel like how they present themselves in like on social media is equivalent to how you see them, their personality? How is it?
So basically, for me, I feel like in this generation, people try so hard to be so perfect on social media compared to real life. So I would literally just like, I don't know, take a mic which is not even working, put it on a book just to take a picture. So like, they try their best to show this perfect side, which is totally not them. So, and it's very different from how they present themselves like in real life. That's why you'll see someone, you're like, oh, they don't look like their picture. So I feel like there's this pressure to be perfect, but on social media. And then when it comes to real life, we can lose like touch of reality. So as we're talking about. So talking about social media and everything, how can we like, because it's really hard to control social media because it has spread like really wild all across the world. So we're talking in Rwanda, how can we like compare how to use social media in a healthy way and the problematic way of like using social media?
Okay. Well, obviously, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I live in Canada, so maybe the experience and the reality is different. But I would say, let's say if we're talking about teenagers, most of them they have like some supervision, or we hope so, I think it comes to the parents, having discussions. I think I would have liked to have some discussions, about like your self-image and what it means to be beautiful, and just having those discussions about what do you want to be like, what's your style, and looking at just talking with your kids like, who do you like, who are the celebrities they look up to, and then just keeping having those discussions, so then you can notice some patterns. You can see like, is their mood changing when they're on social media? Is their social skills decreasing? Do they isolate themselves? Are they constantly overly on their social media? If you also, I think it's very important to keep a good relationship with your kids, so that maybe hopefully you can follow them on their page, and you can look at some patterns. Let's say they post something and delete it right away. There's some patterns you can notice when you have that good relationship with.
Yeah. So yeah, the parents watching this, just like rewind a bit and rehear that, And, but like, I don't know about Canada, because here in Rwanda, sometimes you're like, I don't want my parents to see what I'm posting. Like, I don't want my parents to know. I don't know, it's because of the fear they build in us. I don't know what it is, but like, what advice would you give to like the parents in that situation
that are not able to, that don't have this closeness with their kids?
Yeah. But it's something that we really face, right? You find the parents and each other so distant. You're like, you're supposed to be the person closest to your child, and
they don't know what's going on.
They really don't.
I think that it's, you have to stop at taking out that taboo. Like, so many subjects, things are taboo. The kids don't come the parents, and that's very sad, and it can be very dangerous as well, because there's also, we don't talk about cyberbullying, intimidation online. It's just really start having those conversations. Start it. Please make an effort, because we could be saving so many issues, and saving lives as well. Suicide, and a lot of things can be prevented by a good parental.
Definitely. So like, talking about cyberbullying, and kind of goes back to harassment online and everything. So is there like any tips you can give to a person, or like especially a young person who's being harassed online? How, like, a tip? Because at the end of the day, here it's really hard for you to just approach your parents and you're like, ma, you're harassing me online. The parents are gonna be like, it's because of you though. And so is there like any tips you can give to this person who's being harassed?
Yeah. First of all, I'm very sorry. If you're in this situation, I'm very sorry. I feel for you. People are mean online, and like, because they're behind the screen, they allow themselves to say so many things. So I'm just very sorry. But I would say, first of all, you yourself, to protect yourself, keeping proofs is important. Keeping this, like, you take screenshots, anything you can identify, like, of that person. Is it one person, a group of people? You keep it for you, and then anyone in your circle, like an adult you trust, you go to, and I'm sure they could, direct you to the right person, someone who could do something. Either it's at the school, but just, it's important to have, one good adult you can trust. You go to them, and they direct you.
So to the adults, this question is to the adults. So if you're an adult watching this, just hear me out. What is something you can tell an adult, especially that one who has like a child, but they're like, I don't want my child doing this. And okay, who don't have like this um sort of like who don't let their child be like transparent like to them. So it's like, oh, I don't want my child doing this and stuff and stuff. So in Rwanda we call it gufunga umutwe kind of. So it's kind of like not allowing someone to like tell you their opinion. So to this adult, yeah.
To the parents, do you want to lose your kid? Do you want to lose them eventually? Either it would be physically, they will not be there, or emotionally, you won't recognize your kids. Like the effects of mental health, I know these are not discussions we have often, but they are real. Imagine you being here as a parent and you don't have your kid anymore. They're not there. They're not there emotionally. They're not there physically. Think about it.
I know. It's so true because like I have friends who have like this really distant relationship with their parents, and trust me, that has affected them. So if you see them moving around in the house, the child is not talking, the child is just moving around. You tell them do this, they do that, and then they move again. It's a problem. For me, I feel like a healthy relationship with a parent and a child should be like, where like the child is able to come to the parent and like, Mom, I have this problem. Mom, I've been experiencing this. Mom, I have got this like achievement and everything. But as long as you don't have that kind of connection with your child, I just think you should just like work on it. And for
identify where is it coming from? Why am I not able to connect with my kid?
Yeah, because I feel like here we rush to think, and so you're just like, if this child is not telling me anything, it's probably because of his problems. So you should like be like, wait, what's my problem? What part am I like playing in like my child's life? So unless you know that, then trust me, no, nothing's gonna change. And so let's go back to the same topic, eh? Because there's a lot of yappa kind of moving around from the topic there. So if you could change 2 things about social media,
I would remove those filters. I am against the use of filters, and it's so bad because it's not the truth, It's especially because like teenagers are so present on social media now. It gives you it's a dystopian reality. Like it's not real. What we see is not real. It's just not real. So I would remove those filters. I'm sorry, Snapchat. I'm sorry, Instagram. Like
Bye, Snapchat.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just said poof. You're out.
Gone.
You're out.
Gone. Second thing, I don't know. Maybe I'm going in too much into like controlling it, but maybe like there's the age limits.
Yeah.
I would find a way to make it more rigorous because
so like you can lie about your age.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe more verification. Maybe you will need to show. Let's say when you do a Facebook account, I don't think there's any accounts that you need like a proof of ID, right?
No.
I think I would store that. I would need a proof of ID. Everybody under 14, where's your ID? I wouldn't store it.
Like like a picture, and you're gonna show your ID on the picture?
No, to create an account, to have an account like on social media.
But it's actually real because like at this point, you just gotta be like, I'm 21 years old. Great.
Exactly.
And I feel like it's such an easy access, which is also very dangerous because at the end of the day, guys, let me tell you, at the end of the day, when you post like to people who are always like posting, videos and stuff or pictures, and like they're getting like cyberbullied. Sometimes, most of the times, I mean, you post like a picture, and the first person to comment like a hate comment is probably like below 12 years old.
Yes.
And if it affects you, the person who's reading, because you're like, oh my god, I hate comment, I'm depressed and everything now. But even that child, because then because imagine the child who's reading those comments like, oh, I learned how to say these words, and then they're gonna portray to the real world, because what we see online is what we portray at the end of the day. Like that's what we show outside, but it's not really the person we are. And for me, personally speaking, I feel like social media has led to this crisis where everybody wants to just like be the person they see online, right? So you just lost yourself. So guys, sit down and think. Do you know who you are? You probably don't. But if you do, that's great. But if you don't, then, just like consider taking time to just like turn off your phone, go out, step in the grass, drink water, move around, maybe like don't
Look at the sky.
look at the sky, which is something we barely do. Just do it. And so now from the mental health and social media, let's talk about something off topic
Mm.
for a while. So as a youth psychologist and as a girl this generation, a Rwandan girl, what is like 3 things you've always wanted to do?
Like a to-do list in my life.
Yeah, 3 things.
Thing. First, I want to come back to Rwanda, to live in Rwanda.
Someone should edit an applause.
If someone has a job for me, keep me in mind. Second thing, I want to do like I want to visit all the countries in Africa.
I feel like we had a person here who said that.
Who said that it's important. Like I feel like I'm Rwandan and African, but I have barely visited other countries.
Yeah.
I need to. You need to see me in Egypt. You need to go in Nigeria, everywhere.
I feel like you look like an island girl.
Ah,
It's like island.
don't worry, I will go everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And then the third one, I would like I might merge into like the law field.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to open like a law clinic, and give free legal advice and kind of start this in Montreal and maybe in back home too.
Okay.
What about you? Did you ever discuss this?
It's 3 things I've always wanted to do.
Tell us.
Well, first of all, I've always wanted to just like have my space, and which I'm already doing. That's always one thing off the list. And something else, I've always wanted to smash a car.
What?
Yeah. Smash with a brick. I'm not strong with me, but I really think I always wanted to. It's on my bucket list. I always say that. So guys, if there's somebody who has a car and they're not using it and they hate it, just call me. I'll smash it for you.
And then they can claim it in the insurance, get money.
Yeah,
I have a plan here.
I know. It's something that I've always wanted to. Third thing. Man, I've wanted to do a lot of things, and most of them don't even make sense.
What's your third thing?
My third thing, which there's crazy things, there's reality things, there's let me think. Let me find something normal for once.
Or be wild.
I mean, actually, I've also always wanted to like travel outside EAC, East African Community, and just see those countries and everything. And God help me, I will go there soon. You'll be seeing me. I'll be shooting from Tokyo with the Tour Eiffel behind me. Tokyo, no, Paris.
Hi.
Bonjour. With Tour Eiffel behind me, and I'll be like, "Welcome to reality with Bella."
En français.
Ah ben voilà. Okay, thank you for staying on. Today I was with Sarah. So thank you, Sarah, for coming. It was such a pleasure to have you here.
It was my pleasure. Come on.
It was also,
I feel so special.
I feel like you answered everything accordingly. And so if you're watching, I'm pretty sure you'll just like heard. You're lucky to be hearing this kind of people talking to you because like I'm bringing them, And so, guys, let's try to control our social media usage. So let's not be like focused on our phones like all the time. Okay, we can do that because I mean at the end of the day we're all just like people. But the best thing is usually just like taking time to turn off your phone or to even do something productive on your phone, so just like not scrolling on reels and TikToks every day, because trust me, those things are not really beneficial. At the end of the day, they're just gonna get out and be like, oh my god, it's already 4. So don't lose touch of reality. Try to come back to the right path, and I am here to help you in your journey. So thank you very much. Stay tuned next Sunday.